What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and $2,000 third stimulus check update, as well as the third stimulus package that will be unveiled, well, possibly within the next 24 hours. We're going to go over all the details of that, as well as the impeachment and some sneak preview clips of Nancy Pelosi coming out talking about this that has not been aired yet. And also, I have mortgage and rental assistance for you guys. One, I have a state program. And two, remember that $25 billion from the second stimulus package that could go to paying your rent directly? Brand new breaking information out about that. Good information, too. Yeah, all in this video. Make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on any of the details on all of that. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos. Click the bell icon to get notifications when we go live, which is 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. Okay, first up, I have two clips from Nancy Pelosi, who is going to be on 60 Minutes tonight, of unaired footage regarding the impeachment going forward. Let me show you.
Is anybody running the executive branch of the government? Who is running the executive
Well,
branch?
sadly, the person who's running the executive branch is a deranged, unhinged, dangerous president of the United States. And only a number of days until we can be protected from him. But he has done something so serious that there should be prosecution against him.
Well, I gather that the 25th Amendment is off the table.
No, it isn't. Nothing is off the table.
What if he pardons himself?
What if he pardons these people who are terrorists on the Capitol?
Or pardons
What if he does
himself?
that? He can only pardon himself from federal offenses. He cannot pardon himself from state offenses, and that's where he's being investigated in the state of New York.
There is a possibility that after all of this, there's no punishment, no consequence, and he could run again for president.
And that's one of the motivations that people have for advocating for impeachment.
Won't that take more than the 10 days? I mean, does it actually make sense?
Well, I like the 25th Amendment because it gets rid of him. He's out of office. But there is strong support in the Congress for impeaching the president a second time.
Now, the interesting thing is that President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have not spoken to each other since the protests at the Capitol, have not spoken to each other a single time, which a lot of people are wondering what's going on with that. A lot of conspiracy theories going on about that because, well, Mike Pence is the one who would have to initiate the 25th Amendment, the vice president. He's the one who would take over if the 25th Amendment happens. And Trump and Mike Pence aren't even speaking to each other. And there's a lot of theories also that President Trump might step down, Mike Pence might become the president and then pardon Donald Trump. But why haven't they spoken? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think they've spoken in secret and just nobody knows about it? Do you think there's a plan going on here? What do you think is going on? Because as far as the public is concerned, they have not spoken, and there's not a single source that has said that they have spoken since the, dare I say, the accident at the Capitol. And yeah, the Democrats are pushing for impeachment, possibly voting on it as early as tomorrow. And they're also going to try to include a clause that would prevent him from running again for presidency in 2024 with actual impeachment articles. A lot of people are questioning if they can get this done in time. I personally, just knowing kind of what I know, I do think that they can get this done in time. I mean, they can literally vote on it tomorrow and possibly pass it, and then the Senate has to vote on it within 24 hours. So there's plenty of time for this to happen. I'm not saying this should or shouldn't happen. You can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But yeah, all this is happening, and Vice President Mike Pence has not been heard from, and remains to be seen what is kind of going on there, because multiple different theories involve Vice President Mike Pence. Regarding the third stimulus check coming out and the third stimulus package, there's a lot of big news going on right now. and mortgage and rental assistance, which I'll get to here in a moment, because honestly, mortgage and rental assistance is sometimes the greater of the two. I've had so many people on this channel tell me down below in the comments that they were able to get mortgage and rental assistance up to $5,000 in certain states, and several people got 3 or 4 months of their mortgage or their rent paid. And honestly, there's been thousands of people over the last several months here that we've been able to help get mortgage and rental assistance, and hopefully we can do that for thousands more people as these new programs open up. Joe Biden is set to announce the third stimulus package, which we've already gotten word that they're working on it right now. We went over that in yesterday's video, but they plan to unveil that in the next coming days, possibly as early as tomorrow, which will be very big news because the third stimulus package is set to be in the quote trillions of dollars. So at least $2 trillion for this next stimulus package. Another question is, will we get the $2,000 stimulus checks before, basically in the next week, or will it be in the next package, which could be unveiled next week, but might not go into effect until Joe Biden comes into office on the 20th? Either way, we'll be hearing the details of what will be in this next stimulus package as early as tomorrow. Basically, Joe Biden has teamed up with Senator Bernie Sanders to basically throw everything in the kitchen sink in this next stimulus package, which will likely mean $2,000 stimulus checks, more stimulus checks coming after that, an unemployment extension, more mortgage and rental assistance, possibly a third round of PPP money, and possibly even hazard pay. Hazard pay was a thing that the Democrats had been pushing for last year and were not able to get it pushed through, and could become a thing that happens in this next stimulus package. Also, Joe Biden has said he's willing to do up to $10,000 of student loan forgiveness. Other Democrats want him to do as much as up to $50,000 per person of student loan forgiveness. At this point, Joe Biden has said he's willing to do at least $10,000 of student loan forgiveness per person. Also, a $200 per month raise or increase for people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits. $200 per month. We don't know the details of if he wants to do that permanently going forward or if he wants to do it only until the pandemic is over, which likely may be the entire 2021. And they've already said multiple stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. This is going to be the first one of the Biden administration, which is going to start happening literally the day that they're in office. They're going to be unveiling this package possibly as early as tomorrow. Joe Biden says, quote, every major economist think we should be investing in deficit spending in order to generate economic growth. If we don't act now, things will get much worse and harder to get out of the hole later on. So we have to invest now. There's a dire need to act now. Bernie Sanders says, quote, the president-elect is exactly right that now is not the time for austerity politics. We cannot maintain the austerity economics that have allowed the very rich to do phenomenally well in this country while working people suffer. Now, this comes as the December jobs report was much worse than expected. In December, the United States lost 140,000 more jobs. They were expected to gain 50,000. So this was almost a loss of a net 200,000 jobs from what we were expected, which is a big, massive turnaround from the slight growth we have been getting because basically we're coming out of lockdowns. But the problem is now the virus is at all-time high cases and all-time high deaths, and jobs are worsening. All this goes into basically the new Biden administration that says that new stimulus packages and stimulus checks are the #1 priority. This is past these $600 stimulus checks. Also, real quick on the $600 second stimulus check, there's been reports that a lot of the checks are in the mail, and the IRS and the Treasury Department are still processing more checks every single day. I've been reading your guys' comments. I've been seeing on almost every video brand new people saying they just got their stimulus checks today. They just got their checks in the mail. A lot of people are just getting their $300 per week unemployment right now. There's also a way to get $400 per week unemployment. I have a link. I'll link you to that at the end of this video. But let me know down below in the comments if you have been getting or just recently got either your stimulus check in the mail as opposed to direct deposit, or your unemployment deposit. Let me know down below in the comments and what state you are from. It will help out our other viewers. The IRS and the Treasury have said that more and more, or millions, are going out every single day. So if you haven't got it yet, you might be getting it soon. Also check on the IRS Get My Payment tool. Just go on Google and Google IRS Get My Payment and check that once per day in the morning if you haven't gotten your $600 second stimulus check yet, as it updates overnight one time. The Treasury has announced that they are launching their $25 billion rental assistance program. This is money that came from the second stimulus package, and the third stimulus package may have even more. State, territorial, tribal, and local governments covering more than 200,000 people are now eligible to apply for aid allocated from this $25 billion for mortgage and rental assistance. Eligible entries can apply for funding to cover up to 15 months of rental expenses for households, the Treasury Department said. Qualifying households include at least one person who is eligible for either unemployment insurance or suffered a coronavirus related loss of income, or is at risk of homelessness or housing insecurity and has a household income at or below 80% of the quote area median or the area average. Households or landlords that qualify can apply through programs set up by their state or local government that receives funding from the Treasury. These funds will go directly to landlords and utility companies unless a household's landlord declines to participate in the program. Now, honestly, this is breaking news. This is just coming out. I haven't gotten any reports of anybody that has been able to claim this money. This money is kind of just going out to the states, who then have to distribute it through their local states and rental assistance programs. If you guys have been watching this show for a while, you know at the end of December, we had a big, massive flurry almost every day. I had new states and new cities and new counties that were passing rental assistance programs to use up the money that they had to use before December 31st. Now they're getting new money basically from the second stimulus package that had the $600 check in there. So I expect that we will be having a lot more coming out in the next few days. I will keep you guys updated on all these different programs. If you got money from a previous rental assistance program, it's very likely that same program will be able to give you rental assistance again, especially if you had any of those qualifications that I listed just a moment ago. If you know of any that are open right now, comment them down below in the comments. And if you see a comment like that, give it a thumbs up or give that comment a like. It helps raise it to the top so more people can see it. I will be covering multiple states, cities, and counties as these programs open up across the United States here in the next upcoming days, as well as the impeachment, which may actually happen tomorrow, and the third stimulus package and third stimulus check, which could be announced as early as tomorrow. Also, it's going to be another big week with everything going on. Honestly, the next week or two might be very big because of the inauguration, everything going on with Trump, the third stimulus package, the $2,000 checks, and now this mortgage and rental assistance coming out. It's going to be a very big week. I will keep you updated. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon on. There will not be an 11 p.m. video tonight or tomorrow, because tonight I will be watching the Browns playoff game with my family. I'm going over to my brother's house tonight, which is just a few minutes down the road. And then tomorrow we'll be watching the Ohio State football championship game here at my house, which will be very good also. Let me know if you're rooting with me, with Ohio, or against Ohio. Either way, I love you guys. But it will hopefully be some type of entertainment in 2021, seeing how you can't go out and do anything, and it's 20 degrees outside anyway, so there's not much to do here in Ohio. Thanks for watching, guys. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this bottom video is how you might get $400 per week unemployment instead of $300. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA, where I teach people how to replace their 9-to-5 income. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.